Hey, what's up, guys? WooKaLow here. I'm here with Noah from J&N Video Productions and the Boof Scootin legend TVBOO.
Boof Scootin legend.
Boof Scootin
Boof
legend.
Scootin legend.
Oh
Boof Scootin
yeah.
boogie.
So, just basic, like, how's tour been?
It's been great. It's been a
Yeah,
lot of fun. Yeah, I was just telling you before
yeah,
this
of course.
started. I'm so well rested. Being on the bus fucking rules. I don't want to go home.
You just want to live the life on the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna have so much trouble sleeping in my bed once I get home. There's things about homes that I miss for sure, but this tour has definitely taught me I don't need a whole lot. Shit.
That's cool, honestly.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm loving this tour. All the shows have been great. Fans have been so much fun. I feel like I have the most fun fan base in dance music.
You definitely do.
Yeah, the silliest,
Oh, yeah.
fucking rowdiest group of fucking hoodlums.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. I love it.
You got-
This tour's been great.
Yeah,
Well,
awesome.
Speaking on that, what inspired this tour in particular, like kind of thing?
So right after Blue Collar Bass, we knew what the next step was gonna be. Like, that was an album tour. That was my first headline tour, and we knew, all right, we gotta one up that. So pretty much, like, honestly, after that tour, I was kind of lost. I was just like, man, what do I do now? And then it was like 3 months of just like making music, but I didn't feel like I was making anything. I wasn't making music other than just to make music because I enjoy making music. I didn't have like a goal other than just making music, which is fine. I mean, I enjoy doing that. But then it was just like 3 months after tour, we're like, my team was like, all right, it's time to start working on another album. He's like, I think we need to do a bus tour next because you got to one up what we just did. Honestly, hearing that was great because then I was like, oh, great. Now, I don't know, just started spiraling of great. Now I get to work towards something instead of just working just to work. I like having goals and things
Okay.
to do. And I don't know, the way we got Daisy Dukes and Cowboy Boots, it came supernatural. I didn't know it was going to be called that until I did the song with Lil Skrit. The Daisy Dukes and Cowboy Boots.
Yeah,
He just sent me a dry verse. I don't know if you've ever looked into Lil Skrit. He reminds me of like a white trash riffraff,
I love that.
and
That's funny.
he's a character.
Oh,
And his songs are just so funny, but so hype. You can't help but to smile and dance, which is like exactly what I go for.
Yeah, yeah.
And so he just sent me like a dry verse, like there was no beat or anything. He just sent me a verse, and I wrote the entire song around the vocals literally in a day. And after that song, I was like, I think this is the album name. I feel like this has to be the album because it was really cool with Blue Collar Bass, like having people like, because there was a theme around it, right?
Yeah.
So not only were we reaching to just like the blue collar folks, hardworking, true blooded Americans out there,
Yeah.
we were, we'd see just, girls or guys come up with their hard hats or construction vests or their jorts and stuff. And I loved the theme on Blue Collar Bass. It felt like a costume party at the same time of just a party. And that was a lot of fun. I feel like that is like, I didn't want it to be cheesy like Shrek Rave or something like that, but it was just like still like a fun thing that people who normally don't dress up certain ways to dress up certain ways.
Well, and people love like the theming of it in general. Like there's people that I talk to that are coming to the show even that are dressing up full on. They literally got their boots. They got those high visor sunglasses. They got it all kind of thing. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a fun time.
It's been fun seeing it. I mean, when you do a themed party that girls are gonna dress up, but the most fun are all the guys that dress up.
Oh, definitely.
It is easily the most fun part about it is all the dudes in their short jorts, just the short, sluttiest little jorts you can see possible. Just I love it when we get the fellas to dress up.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
It's
always
harder sometimes,
it's harder. Yeah. It's harder. Yeah, we want to act all cool, but then you get a guy in some booty shorts. It's a fucking party.
right?
Yeah, it's a party.
That's it.
So, do you feel like more inspired on tour to create music or off tour, or is it just all the same?
I'm more inspired off tour.
Off tour?
Yeah, because I
Okay.
was like, I work really well with the schedule. Like whenever I'm home, I treat the studio like a 9 to 5. I'm a morning person. I mean, that's not happening right now. I'm staying up till like 4 or 5 every night right now. But when I'm home, I like to be up by like 7:38.
And you're just in
Go to the
studio?
gym, then start my day. After that, just go, play some basketball. Then in the studio, until about 5 o'clock, 5 or 6 o'clock, and I work really well with a set schedule. And now that I don't have a schedule, it's actually kind of hard. I mean, I've been working on musical here and there on the road, definitely not consistent. Working on the Stuff Me mix right now. But I definitely find it a lot easier to work when I'm home. Also, like, I have a nice studio at home, so it's like really isolated, so where it's just me in there, so where I can just focus. It's a lot harder for me on the road. I already have a hard time paying attention, and there's already so much going on around me. It's a little harder, but I can still do it. It's just I prefer being at home with a nice schedule and being consistent. Consistency's always been the biggest thing for me. Yeah.
To be honest, speaking of you in the studio grinding, working, one, do you have your own VJ, your own visual artist? And then two, how's work collaborating with each other to get the visuals that you have?
Yeah, shout out Austin Breckenridge. He's my VJ. He's on this tour. Him and I have been working together for 6 years now. So, yeah, we've been together for a long time. So he gets, we get each other, like, big time. He gets the project. He's also one of my closest friends. And he understands, like, hey, I'm not trying to blow people away visually as far as, like, whoa, this is the craziest art I've ever seen. No, dude, we're like, all right, how many dicks can we put on bald eagles? You know what I mean? It's like, what if we made a rocket ship, but instead of a rocket, it's a penis, and it's a cock rocket. I don't know. So it's like, those are our ideas, and we have a lot of fun with those. And he has a lot of fun with them. He's a goofy guy, and I think we work very, very well together. So we just come together with. Honestly, it doesn't take us long to come up with ideas because they're stupid ideas. Hey, let's do a cock rocket. All right, that sounds awesome. You know what I mean? Like, it's not crazy.
Put your face on the visuals like 100 times.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm gonna record myself in front of a green screen. I want to do kind of like the old iPod commercials where it's like the silhouette, where it's like the blue background or yellow background, and I'm just like a black silhouette. Like, but yeah, it's like there's so it doesn't take but a second to come up with our ideas visually, and they're a lot more fun that way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Well, you just want to go to the fans' questions, or did we have anything before that?
Before the fan questions, real quick, I have one more quick question is, in general, how did you get your come up? How did you get your start into the scene? Like, I know you big in comedy and all that, and what brought you to EDM? 'Cause they don't quite go hand in hand. It's a cool thing.
Well, I was doing dance music way before comedy. Comedy came later on, but I've been a musician since I was 9 years old. Toured in bands for years. You know, I was touring at 16, and I've played in countless different bands, and I was doing that for a long time. And then I went to a festival in New Orleans called BooKaLow Fest, and because I wanted to go see this band. SDS9, my brother was like, you should go listen to them. I was like, all right, yeah. So I went to this festival, and after SDS9, it was RL Grind back-to-back Bauer in 2013.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the coolest fucking thing I've ever heard. And then I was just sold after that. I was like, all right, yeah. I mean, I got tired of, like, bands breaking up or being on other people's schedules, working around other people. I'm like, oh, wait, I can just express myself by myself. And I can do it as long as I want. Whenever I want. Like, this rules.
That's pretty rad.
So I just enjoy making music, and it's just the easiest way for me to do it.
That's cool.
I won't say easiest way. It's the most convenient way, just because I don't need a bunch of guys in the room with all their loud instruments and working with everyone's schedules. I can just sit down on my computer. I could sit down right here and write music if I wanted to. It's super nice.
Dope.
Especially nowadays, I mean, you see artists like literally come out and be like, I just made this 15 minutes ago. Kind of thing.
I mean, shout out Import on this tour, dude. You want to talk about somebody who's like, I just made this 15 minutes ago? Import is that guy.
Oh, hell yeah.
He is easily the hardest working guy I've been on tour with. It's either like him or Ahi. And dude, I bet you if we went on the bus, if he's not sleeping right now, because he sleeps till about 5 p.m., he's sitting on his computer just working on music. I mean, after the show, he'll be on his computer some nights just jamming away. Like, he's probably made like an album at least at this point on this tour.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever like just kind of get together and just kind of like
beat off sessions? Yeah, we've done that.
Nice.
Yeah, we Mark, shout out Import again. This is his idea. We have beat off sections where We all get a sample pack. We all have the same sample pack. We have an hour. Boom, start and see what we can do. So,
That's pretty sick.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So, he's got us on that kick, and so yeah, we'll sit around. We've shown each other music, and getting feedback. It's cool. It's been a pretty fucking awesome tour. Just because even just on that front, just like the sharing of ideas and
Keeping you working hard kind of thing.
kind of. I haven't been working that hard, but import's the hard worker. He's got me up there a couple times, but like I said, he's a guy. He's like, yeah, all I need is just my headphones and my laptop, which is great. And I love my studio, my speakers.
Yeah.
That's how I've always been. I envy him a little bit. Looks fucking tight.
So coming up with like the lineup for this tour, how was that? You're like, it's like, you know what, this would be a perfect fit. Let's see if they're available.
Yeah, man, it wasn't easy. I mean, it definitely wasn't easy. I knew we had Schlump. Schlump was the first one that we knew we had. We knew we wanted a heavy hitter on direct, and me and Schlump are great friends. And so that one, whenever we confirmed that, I was like, holy shit, we got Schlump on the whole tour. That's insane.
Fire.
And then Import's a good friend of mine. So I literally called him and I was just like, hey man, what's your schedule this fall looking like? He's like, why? I said, do you want to go on tour? He's like, what? I'm like, yeah. He's like, for how long? And I was like, 2.5 months. It's going to be a bus. He's like, oh, shit. Yeah, I do. And Smith and I have played a lot of shows together. We toured together a bunch last year, and Smith's a good friend of mine, and him and I fucking vibe heavily. And that one came together last. It was just, I don't know how we got them. I don't know how we got this lineup, honestly. It worked out. The stars aligned. This lineup's so sick. It's such a sick lineup from start to finish, man. Literally from start to finish. Just everybody's really just bringing it. And I don't know. I'm very blessed to have a group of really great guys and really great producers and just good friends overall. Really good people.
Right.
It's just like, we all get along just fantastically.
Awesome.
That's one of the best parts about it. You can like get along with a group of people
They're
for that amount of time too.
Yeah, they're total bros. They're total bros. All they want to do is just, all they really want to do is get high. I don't smoke weed. They all just want to get high. Mark's like, I'm gonna go work on music. I'm gonna play video games. And Mike, he's just a hippie. I have this joke, Schlump, that he is the guy that parents warn you about growing up. It's like, yeah, man. He's just like this hippie stoner dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. The corporations, man. I've been having this joke. He's literally exactly who our parents warn us about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, with that being the case, let's get to some fan questions real quick.
Yeah.
Did you want to ask yours?
Yeah, we can start off with my couple ones that I have. There's one that I ask a bunch of artists in general. So I usually do these type of interviews in general, and I always ask a bunch. Is pineapple on a pizza?
No.
No, so
No.
you're not the fan.
No, I'm not Canadian or stupid.
Well, hey, no, that's honestly, there's been a lot of yays, and that's honestly been a kind of surprise for me. I'm not someone, I've never put pineapple on a pizza. I've never thought to put pineapple on a pizza personally.
Yeah, I had parents who loved me. So.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so I feel like you kind of were going back to this already, but this person wants to know if you could have the perfect bass crowd or comedy crowd, what would you rather have?
Ooh, fuck. I'm gonna go. Fuck, that's so tough because they're so different in so many ways.
Yeah.
But the feeling I get off of having a good comedy crowd, there's nothing like it. So I think I'm gonna go with like a good comedy crowd. They're a lot harder to come by than a good bass crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like all the crowds on this tour have been so fucking great. Honestly, I have to talk shit a little bit on like another Illinois city, dude. I got to talk shit on another Illinois city. Yeah. I've played Chicago so many times, like 8-9 times. It's only been good once. It would be packed room, but they're just so hard to get moving.
Yeah.
Are they just on drugs? Like are they just on ketamine? Is that what it is?
Ketamine has taken over the dance floor.
Jesus Christ! No, just in the Chicago area. In the Chicago. Every time I've had one good show in Chicago, like they've been good turnouts about damn near every time. But I'm like, why can I not get these people to fucking move? So I got to talk shit a little bit about another Illinois town. Chicago with Keegan, do better. Do better.
Well, there's down south of Illinois though. You definitely get that crowd.
We'll see how tonight goes.
Yeah, hell yeah, we are.
But a perfect comedy crowd, dude, where they're just roaring. That's fun. I mean, it's so much fun. That's an impossible question to answer, honestly, because they're both just so much fun in different ways.
Yeah, WooKaLow this year, we were out in the crowd for your set, and you just look over, and there's just this huge crowd, nothing but Daisy Dukes and Boots, and they are fucking screaming and hollering, and it was like every word. It was awesome.
Yeah,
it was awesome to
WooKaLow,
see.
WooKaLow's like is the best festival in my opinion in North America. It's just my favorite festival personally. It's just such a homey fest at this point. I just feel I feel the love there every time.
It's my number one.
It's my number one too. Yeah, I'll literally go there every year. If they stop booking me, we're gonna have issues. But I'm gonna play regardless. No, that's my WooKaLow, dude. That's my family. Like, I just want to say shout out WooKaLow, dude. Like, they're the absolute best. I'll ride or die for those folks just because they've had my back the whole fucking way. And loyalty means a lot, dude. So I love those people.
Yeah. So awesome. Kind of, you always talk stuff about like not getting on the Lost Lands lineup. So do you think that it's just not your style, and that's why?
I was on it last year.
Were you on it?
Yeah, I was on it last year.
I thought you were talking shit last.
All I do is talk shit.
Man, maybe I'm sorry for that false information, people.
Yeah, dude, all I do is talk shit. It's kind of my thing.
Okay. I was like, I don't think I signed him on the line. See, I'm more into the WooKaLow, so when I see Lost Lands, of course, Lost Lands is dope. It's a huge fucking, it's dubstep Disney. So
yeah, dubstep Disney. That's funny.
So it's cool, but my heart's like with Con.
I love Lost Lands, dude. It's fucking, it's insane.
Like,
It's absolutely
crazy.
It's bad shit. So no, dude,
It-
I got nothing but love for Lost Lands and that whole crowd. Dude.
Talk about like a different world. That's a whole. You
Oh,
step
yeah.
in there and it's a whole different.
I'll go play there tomorrow, dude.
Hell yeah, let's
I'll go to
go.
Thornville, Ohio right now.
So, well, another fan question that someone asked, and they were, I don't know if they're concerned, but they want to know, are you Theo Von's son?
Oh, dude, that's my
Theo Von, your dad.
Oh, actually, I am his father.
You're his father.
Yeah,
Wow.
a different life.
Well, there you go. Now we got the answers on that.
Finally,
Now we know.
We all know.
It's just the mullet and the accent. Everyone just wants to make it.
Right.
Theo Von. I didn't want to do a mullet for the longest time just because people were like already calling me Theo Von.
Yeah.
I had a mullet when I was a kid, and I was just like, fucking, I'm throwing it back out. I'm so glad I did.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, because my girlfriend, she's only known me with a mullet, and she's seen pictures with me without it, and she's like, I remember like one time I cut like 6 inches or something off the back. She was like, never do that again.
Have the Daisy Dukes ever been too short
Yeah,
on stage?
yeah. I've had a nut slip.
Wow.
Play it cool. You're just like,
I mean, when you have a nut slip because you feel the air.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or you're like in front, like. Just
Yeah. Well,
the
one
decks
time
or-
it's happened twice. One time no one noticed. I mean, both times no one noticed. Thank God. But one time I was like jumping on top of a speaker or down to a speaker to do like a photo with everyone, and I felt like.
So like something was
Shit.
extra.
Yeah,
like,
I gotta fix my nuts,
Oh, man.
Also, I have a fat sack too, so that's a problem.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yep,
Short shorts and fat sacks.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely a
so
big problem. That's for
that's
sure.
an issue. So, yes, they have been too short. They could always. I feel like the ones I have now could be a little bit shorter, but playing it safe because of the fat sack.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So this is my last one for the fans. How would you describe your style changing over time, from like when you first started making music to like where you're at now?
From when I first started producing, I felt like I was trying to be everybody else. I wanted to be oral grime mixed with like bass nectar at that time.
Yeah.
Like that was like what I loved. I just wanted, and like I liked all the like the dark, wearing all black, dark, mysterious DJs or whatever. So I was trying to do all that, and I was like, wait, I'm actually kind of a goofy son of a bitch. I actually don't wear all black all the time. I'm kind of a bit of a country boy.
I think we're all glad for that.
Yeah, how about I start trying to be myself a little bit more?
Yeah.
And I would put that out there, and people seemed to gravitate towards it a little bit because it seemed a little different from what the normal bass music crowd was into.
I
So
think we're all glad to have some type of comedy
yeah,
into it. You've inspired thoughts of people's inspired me to maybe want to do like, so you get an hour set, but 15 minutes of it at first is like a whole.
don't do it. Do it.
No?
Make sure they're separate.
Make sure they're separate.
Yes, make sure they're separate, dude. Doing comedy in front of a bass crowd at a bass show does not work. I've tried. I've failed
Okay.
so many times. It has to be a separate thing, where it's like, all right, we're gonna have this set, and we're also gonna have that set, which is not very different from the last set. It's actually just comedy. Make them different. Trust me.
Huh.
I've tried both, and it's always like, fucking play music.
We came here
Yeah,
for music,
dude, we're
not
fucking-
to just laugh.
I'm rolling my ass off right now. I need bass. Yeah, it's like, come on.
Ooh, but an after party.
Yeah,
like an
that would-
after party comedy set.
That would work. Like stuff like that, definitely.
Yeah.
All day.
Sick. Yeah, I've thought about that like a couple of years ago, and I was like, dude, that has to be awesome. But
Yeah, it's fun.
thank you for saying that.
Yeah,
and,
make them separate. But I will say, I mean, you can still like crack a joke here and there in your sets, like I do. Yeah. Like I'll like do some crowd work in the set. Like if I see something happening, and have a moment to like call somebody out or make a joke about something that's happening in the crowd. Take that, because that works well. Yeah. Like it's like, all right, we're just having fun. You know what I mean? Right. But yeah, to answer your question, like how has it evolved? I think once I started being myself, I've just kind of been doing that since the beginning. The only thing that's really changed is just how good the music sounds. Because it's just like, I mean, if you listen to the new album compared to the last one, even compared that to like the comedy album, it's just like sonically, everything just sounds so much better.
So there actually is another thing real quick. WW, after COVID, the first festival back, you played I Ate Ass at Lost Lands. I have not heard this, and I don't think you put it on your comedy album either. Where is this?
It's sitting in a undisclosed location as a private link. Big X Man asked me not to release that song.
No.
And I respect Excision a lot. And so out of respect, didn't do it. It was gonna go on the comedy album, but out of respect,
been
I
so
respect
fire,
that, man.
So
So
what, you sent it to him, or like?
yeah, I was
or
like, you want to
just
put?
saw it and
I
was
sent it to him. I was
hey,
like, you want to put this on Subsidia?
That would have been fire. if you-
Which him and I don't know each other that well, so that wasn't, hindsight wasn't the best thing to do. But I'm glad I didn't release it. Probably would have ruined the relationship. Probably wouldn't have been on any Excision events if I'd have put that out. But out of respect, man, I respect Excision a lot. It's impossible not to, man.
Yeah,
He's just
that's
what
a
he
lot.
What he's
done, what he does for everybody. I mean, people can talk shit all they want, dude, about him. He's the man. Yeah. He is the fucking man.
He's elevated the scene in tremendous ways. Things that like are unfathomable that we can even like.
Bro, he
think
has a
of 10 years ago.
dubstep EDC in Ohio.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's insane.
It is.
That's everything gets
Dude,
bigger and bigger.
for
It's
real.
insane, dude. What he's doing is just fucking. It's insane.
it's
Like
crazy.
no one's done it like him. So, whenever he asks you not to release that song, you say, "Okay,
Sure. Yeah.
sure, yes, sir, yes,
Dad.
yes, daddy."
Daddy X.
Yep.
But sweet. No, thank you for taking the time
Yeah, seriously.
out of your sleepy schedule to come here and
Yeah, absolutely.
and do this interview with us. It's a big blessing, especially for this, man. I know you guys been trying to work something out for a little bit. That's for sure. But yeah,
Finally, we got here.
Yeah, we made it twirl, girl.
Yeah, thank you. You're a man of your word. That's what you said. You're like, you said I'd do it, fucking do it, and Taboo fucking did it.
Yeah, dude. We don't have a lot these days, dude. But a man's word's got to mean something.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
Yep. So, that's a quote from Rick Grimes, right before he went against his word and killed the guy. So, thank you for having me.
Don't miss
Thanks,
the
guys.
tour. He still's got hella shows coming up.
I think we got 3 weeks left.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is a big break. Or like a
I think after this week it's 3 weeks.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but we're on the tail end of it. This is week 8. I think there's 12 weeks, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so 4 weeks. And this week's almost done. So, like I say, almost done. The second show of the week. Shit flies by, dude.
I'm
dude,
sure.
especially on tour, I'm sure your time is like.
It has gone
different
by
realm.
so fast. It really has just flown by. The only days that are slow are off days. Where it's like you don't have a
Makes
show
sense.
and it's
You're not
this.
on a schedule.
Yeah, and you're just chilling.
Bless you.
Bless you. Is there anything that you want?
Bless you.
I just wanted to say hachu.
Yeah. Is there anything that you want to, promote? You got anything else coming up besides the tour?
Yeah, Stuff Me Volume 6. Releasing Thanksgiving.
Fuck yeah.
It's
fuck
my
yes.
yearly mix. I do it on Thanksgiving. A lot of DJs want to have their Halloween mixes. Not I, dude. It's Thanksgiving, baby.
Well, a
So-
lot of
Thank you
people,
for that.
they'll once Halloween's over, they go straight to Christmas. So
Yeah.
you keep the
Right.
you keep
You
the
do.
ish
Yeah.
important.
Yeah,
you keep the
dude.
important ish
It's
going.
a fucking family American tradition,
Exactly.
dude. So
Exactly.
we're keeping that alive, dude. I'm the last stronghold on Thanksgiving. No, Stuff Me Volume 6. I'm just about done with it. Been working on it this month, and it's almost done. It's really fucking great. I mean, it's always Stuff Me Volume 6 is just always like unreleased music from me, some friends, and a lot of people from the underground. I mean, I probably had about 700 emails with people sending me their music, and I listen to every single one. And so there's a lot. I always find a lot of really great artists that I've never heard of doing the mix. Is always my favorite thing to do every year. So Stuff Me Volume 6. I know me and Jansen have an EP that's done. That's gonna be released probably the beginning of 2025, and then I'm gonna be back in the studio just grinding away.
Hell yeah.
Nice, heck
Awesome.
yeah. Well, sweet guys. Make sure you check out his tour, and we'll see you at some point.
We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. Thank you.
So, yeah.
Thanks.